young person, I wanted to start to do something of relevance. I wanted to just make my own place in the world, especially because at the time I had just began speaking. I was filled with so much fear and consistent doubt. And my faith didn't seem to matter, because with the amount of faith I had, my fear still seemed to be heavier. It overcame the faith, and just like that, my dreams were shut down. But God said no. I'll just get into the details. I had just launched my short motivational video series, which I called Today's Truth.
Potential is greatness in its latent form. If you did a little bit of physics back in school days, you would understand that latent sort of means inactive. So for something to go from inactive to fully active, it would need to be energized. And how do you energize? Smart work.
It was for motivation and just to impart the little wisdom I had amassed at the time. Even though I was filled with so much fear, I thought to myself, what's the worst that could happen? I was just going to be posting this to my Facebook personal account, not even a full-blown page or anything like that, as well as my WhatsApp status. So let's see how it goes. Fortunately for me, Today's Truth was met with massive love, support, promotion, acceptance, a lot of kind words from people. They thought that I was doing something cool. They all resonated with it. And a lot of people shared, a lot of people just kept encouraging me. And I honestly wish that that was enough. It was met with love from people that looked up to me, and also from people that I looked up to, which was a big deal for me, because words of affirmation are like top-notch, premium quality love language, like right up there with the love of God. And then it happened. A friend of mine suggested something quite interesting. He said to me, okay, why don't you go on YouTube? It's an amazing platform. It's a place where, you can really grow and people will welcome you a lot. If you're someone who tends to overthink, overanalyze before any major decision or any major step in your life, you are crippled by analysis paralysis, then we fell from the same tree, literally. When that suggestion came, I loved it, because I'm going to be putting myself out there. I felt good that I was doing something good for the world, and people were receiving me with such acceptance, and it seemed like the wise thing to do. But I was just so scared, because the difference between YouTube and Facebook, my personal Facebook account, is that I don't know anybody there. Nobody knows me there. I'm just one random teen girl. You saw the flashback video. I sat down for hours upon hours, overthinking and overthinking and overthinking and overthinking, magnifying this simple suggestion till it became so ridiculous, almost impossible. And like for so many things in my life, I didn't feel ready for YouTube. Little did I know that for the things that will really matter in your life, for the things that will take you to a whole new level altogether, you're never going to be ready. Ready is a very expensive luxury commodity to need and want in the face of promotion, in the face of challenges that will promote you. Jesus was not ready. I don't think he was ever going to be ready to die. So this seemed like an amazing opportunity. YouTube, at the time, YouTube was like for a different class of people. I didn't see myself being on YouTube, but still, the world seemed like it was open to me. It was in front of me. I just needed to go take it. So YouTube. I think one of the major things, other than fear, that really stood in the way at the time was just my introversion. People don't know how introverted I can be, especially because I am a speaker, which seems contrary to the order of things. When I say introversion, I mean, if I ever have the opportunity to pick my own superpower, ever, invisibility, straight up, no debate, no negotiation, no contemplating. I never seem to understand why someone would just want super strength or speed, bolt. Why are you running? Where you they run, they go.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
There's just something about behind the scenes that is just so soothing, so convenient, being hidden, not being seen, not having any attention on you. I don't want to talk to people, a bunch of people on YouTube that I don't know. The anxiety that comes from just thinking about it is massive, right? But still, I was like, okay, this is the bold thing to do. This is the bold thing to do. I am a courageous girl. I'm motivating people. I mean, people have messaged me and said, okay, you know what, I listened to your video and it stirred me up. It put me in a position where I knew that I needed to do great things and all that. I cannot afford, after having motivated people, ignited people, inspired people, to shy away from this. This is the right thing to do. We can do this. I asked myself the usual questions. What will people think? How will they see me? Am I even going to be making any sense? What if what I think I am saying is not as deep or as important or as revolutionary as I think it is? I mean, 1,001 people are already doing this, so what is so special about mine? And then I thought to myself, the videos are already available. It might not be lengthy, but I'll just post it and see what happens. And I post a couple of videos. You know, the motivational speakers who I love so much, they say, do it afraid.
You gotta be willing to do it afraid.
Nobody tells you what to do after you have done it afraid. Nobody tells you what to do after you have done it afraid. And then you get a comment on your video that says, what is this trash? I died. I died inside. The questions increased. In fact, the questions exploded. They multiplied. You know, when the Bible says, go into the world and multiply, it was as if the questions received that word and said, go into Voki's head and multiply. It was something else. I kept asking myself, what did this person mean by trash? Why is the video trash? What is it about the video that is trash? What exactly? There was no details. I wanted details. I wanted to understand because what was it about the video that made it trash? Was it the way I spoke? Is it my Nigerian accent? Is it the presentation? Is it that maybe I have not met up with the part of the world that he's in? Maybe what I was saying was just common knowledge or common sense, as we call it. What was it about that video that made it trash? Why is the video trash? Why did I make trash? I made trash. I had gotten so many, okay, well done, okay, good job, you're doing well, you're making your change in the world. But yet, none of those comments, in fact, all of it combined, did not leave the kind of impact that single comment from a random person made in my heart. But I realized that this was not because the comment was bad. The comment was bad indeed. But it made that much impact in my heart because somehow, deep down, I had believed it. If you've ever heard about imposter syndrome, this is how I experience it. You never feel like you are good enough for that platform. Why should I be the one to tell people what to do with their lives? Why should I be the one to share that wisdom? I don't even have it all figured out. You don't fit the profile of the person that should give out that level of excellence. So the only reason why that comment had gotten me so seriously conflicted was because deep down, I also thought so about what I was doing. It wasn't all that great. It was probably trash. And he confirmed it. So I went on to delete that video. I deleted the comments. I wasn't fine with that. I deleted the video. And then the video before that, and the video before that, and pretty much every video on the channel. And I left YouTube, never to return. Two prayers I have always prayed: God, give me direction, and God, scatter my plans before they scatter my life. I prayed the first one when I was a lot younger. I didn't know how to pray. I didn't know much about God. I just believed that if He was out there, then He was obviously all powerful, and I just really want Him to direct my life. God, direct my life, always. And then the second prayer I prayed because I had come to the understanding that intentions are not good enough. Sometimes you can have good intentions and still make bad decisions, and bad decisions lead to a bad life. And I always said, God, scatter my plans before my plans will scatter my life. Big mistake. On one of those days when I kept trying to convince myself that behind the scenes is a lot more convenient, a lot more profitable for me. Some of us are not meant to be in front of the world, in front of the camera, on the platform. I was trying to talk myself into believing that I'm not a social media person. This is obviously not for me. Let's all be behind the scenes. God cut through my lying thoughts and said to me very clearly, Voki, your destiny is not a hidden destiny. I will never forget that day. It was both scary and flattering. Flattering because, God is talking to me. I feel like a baby girl. The God is talking to me, who I be. But then it was scary because, I know I'm fogged. There's no way out. There's no escape plan. I didn't do anything for a long time. After about 2 years or so, I got back on social media. I started to post things here and there again, but not YouTube. One morning, after my usual routine morning prayer, I'd studied the word, I'd done my prayer, I was done. I was about to head out and all that. I just kept feeling so uneasy within my spirit, which was unusual because every kind of burden-like feeling or burdensome feeling that I get, I settle it in a place of prayer. I let the Holy Spirit comfort me and teach me what to do and all that. But this was different. I had left prayer and it was becoming more and more intense. So it felt like God was trying to tell me something that I did not want to hear. Somehow I knew it was YouTube because the idea had been popping in my head occasionally. But then when God is nudging you towards something, you just sort of know. During my Bible study time that morning, I had read a story about David. One of the opposing nations had come, invaded his kingdom, hurt the people that he loved, parted away with a lot of possessions and all that. When he had come, it seemed like it was too late. They had left. And then he asked God, should I go after these people? I wondered, why? Why ask? If someone comes to my house, I have all the ammunition and all the weaponry to go after that person, win. I carry God join, win, and then regain all that they had stolen from me, of course I'm going to do that. Why? Why would I even ask? There's no need to ask. I'm sure God is on my side. But still, he asked. And that was the main thing in the Bible study that just stuck with me. David asked, even though it seemed like the obvious choice to do. And of course, God told him, go recover all that they had stolen from me and all that. So I felt, you know what? I'm going to ask. I never ask God for things like this. I don't know where that unnecessary courage came from that morning. I would normally just wait for God to nudge me in the direction that he wants me to go. I don't ask because you might not want the answer that God is giving you. You ask, God, should I enter into this relationship? Nobody wants a no. So by that morning, there was this courage to just ask, since this burden in my heart was not going to leave, and I knew it was YouTube, and I wanted to know what God wanted me to do about that. And so I asked, Father, should I get back to YouTube? He said, yes, go ahead. I literally was having a panic attack. The questions came all over again. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Are we going to do this all over again? What if they don't like me? It seemed like God was asking me to do the impossible. It was like there was a wall in front of me and God was saying, walk into it. That was how it felt, doing the impossible. But then in the middle of all that, he asked me a question. Voke, are you going to see the fear? Or are you going to see the empowerment that I have given you? I couldn't argue with that. God is my standard and obedience is my sacrifice. At this point in my life, I am learning to trust God like a fool. The beautiful thing about God's empowerment is that it's always there. But what you see is what you can work with. I'm not going to do purpose afraid. I'm going to do it empowered. So here we go again. Hi, I'm Voke, purpose speaker, creator, and entrepreneur based in Nigeria. I absolutely love to organize. My favorite movie is undoubtedly The Greatest Showman. This is the greatest show! I personally think that dodo is a highly overrated delicacy in Nigeria. What? But that's just me. For years, I often found myself wondering what it's like to live a life of purpose, a life of meaning. If you, like me, have also asked that question, what does it look like to live a life of purpose? That is exactly what I'm going to be showing you. For the past 10 plus years, I have searched and researched with deep burning desire what it means to live a life of meaning, what it looks like. Unbeknown to me, God was setting me up for a new purpose movement. On this channel, I'm going to be sharing with you the divinely scripted life of purpose in an unscripted manner. My goal is to document and share with you mistakes made, lessons learned, new challenges taken on, and the journey of purpose, so that you can learn with me while we smash these challenges together. My stories and lessons will cover purpose, personal development for purpose, and purpose productivity. I believe that this will help you be more equipped to live a life of meaning as God intended for you. If this is what you want, then subscribe to this channel for new videos every Sunday. Thank you for watching. Bye. Everything that God has given you, He has built you for it. He has built you to handle it. Yet, it's not going to be a smooth ride. I wish I could guarantee you that. But one thing I know about purpose is that it's not going to be smooth at all. The purpose that you have is not of your own. It's from God. And He alone is the one that knows how to transform you, how to build you, how to remold you into the version of yourself that is consistent with the purpose for your life. Purpose is a long and interesting journey, and I plan to document every pivotal part of it. I don't plan for it to be perfect. I just plan to be. This is 4K as proposed, and I'm here for the long run.